Hey friends, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm Brett and let's get dirty. My top 5 guilty pleasure movies of 2017. These were the movies that a lot of people will think I'm joking when I say that I loved them. Yeah, you will probably judge me, but I don't care. In honor of Guilty Pleasure Week, I am sporting the hat of my guiltiest pleasure, Riverdale. This is the greatest show on TV, one of the greatest shows ever made. I will fight you. Why am I so aggressive? I always say that I'm gonna fight you guys. I swear I love you guys. I really do. But I will fight you if you say that you hate Riverdale. That whole cast, I just want to lick them like ice cream. It's late, guys. I don't know. Libido is just fired up right now, apparently.
Wow.
Let's just get into it. My number 5 pick for guiltiest pleasure is Pokemon, I Choose You. My ancestors are quaking in their graves right now. This is the most Asian you will ever see me. This movie, which is essentially a retelling of the first season of the Pokemon show in commemoration of the 20th anniversary of the Pokemon universe. Is this a good movie? I honestly don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. What did it do for me? It brought me back to when I was 6, a time when I was a kid again, nostalgia, watching Saturday morning cartoons, and I don't know why, it was just so rousing and emotional. The moment with Butterfree, I was like, why am I so rattled by this? This is more emotionally moving than anything that Dunflop did. A lot of you guys may know that this movie is infamous for having a scene in which Pikachu speaks English. I knew it was coming, and still I gasped like a woman's water had just broke. It is the weirdest movie moment in 2017, but that's part of the movie's charm and why it is one of the guiltiest pleasures of the year. My number 4 guilty pleasure movie is Triple X Return of Xander Cage, and it follows Vin Diesel's character as he has to seek this weapon that controls all of the military satellites in the world. It's a stupid action movie that works. The first scene in the movie is Vin Diesel. He like climbs up a ladder or something and he literally jumps headfirst into the jungle and starts skiing through the jungle. That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, this movie was freaking great. It's exciting, it's hilarious, it's stupid as heck, loud, ridiculous fun. My number 3 pick is Unforgettable. Ironically, you guys probably forgot this movie already. It's basically Katherine Heigl playing a psycho bitch, and I use playing loosely because nobody knows, was she acting or was she just being herself? Pries into the life of Rosario Dawson's character, who is marrying this guy who was Katherine Heigl's ex-husband. This movie is so trashy, and it knows that it is trashy. Katherine Heigl welcomes herself into Rosario Dawson's house because she's crazy. They have this little argument as Katherine Heigl hears that the husband is coming into the house. She decides, what is she gonna do? She throws herself down this, literally hurtles down the stairs, bruises herself all over, cuts, bleeding, and she's like, oh, she pushed me. As soon as that moment happened, I was like, this is the greatest moment in cinema. My number 2 pick, 50 Shades Darker. Fun fact about me is when 50 Shades of Grey came out, I saw it twice the first weekend. I also may or may not have been at a sold-out screening and beat everybody else at trivia to win the life-size movie poster that literally takes up the whole wall. Let me tell you, it was all those 40 and 50-year-old moms who probably read the book way too many times to count, but look at me. I beat them. I showed all of them, and I walked up there proudly to receive my poster, which took up a whole aisle. And those moms were jealous, and I kind of lived for it. 50 Shades of Grey was a surprisingly tasteful and elegant. 50 Shades Darker took that class and that elegance, threw it out the window, and decided to go for full-on trash. Let's cuff her, let's whip and paddle. And then it goes back to being like this lovely romance film, and then boom, she gets hit again in the bedroom. We start bringing into this film Christian Grey's ex-girlfriend, who's also psychotic and pulls out a gun randomly during the middle of the movie, tries shooting up Anastasia, turns into this weird thriller. Also, I'm just noticing there's like a weird tendency of I like watching psychotic women on screen. I love that it went balls to the wall. It was more exciting and action-packed than the first one. You guys should totally check out the 50 Shades Freed trailer, which is out now, and I've watched a good dozen times. And yeah, I'll see you the first weekend when it comes out. You know I'll be at the midnight screening, and if they are doing a giveaway, be prepared to lose because you know I'm going to win that prize pack. My number 1 choice guilty pleasure movie of 2017 is a movie that if you are, well, how should I say this? over the age of 10, you probably won't know what it is. It is Descendants 2, which is a Disney Channel original movie. Yes, they still make those movies. This movie, which is a sequel to the Descendants 1, made about 2 years ago, follows the kids of Disney villains. So we have Maleficent's daughter, Cruella de Vil's son. They're chilling at high school together. Mal, who's Maleficent's daughter, has to save her boyfriend from getting kidnapped from Ursula's daughter. I have to give credit to Jack Merridew, the king of YouTube, who has been helping me build and establish this channel. Check out his YouTube channel. He turned me on to Descendants, and I did not know what I was in for. I did not realize how scalped I would be. Descendants 2 is such a good movie. These songs, no joke, could be on the radio. Katy Perry, Witness, who are you? Taylor Swift, goodbye. All I want is the Descendants 2 soundtrack. Descendants 2 is so exciting. It just moves at this really wonderful pace. The story's great. The acting from all the actors is really good. There's some CGI at the end that I was not expecting. Twists and turns that you won't see coming. I gasped. Jack Merridew, his jaw hit the floor, and he literally had to grip everybody. Plot developments that are just shocking. How things get resolved is so satisfying. This movie is a bop on every level. Alright, now it is time to hear from you guys. So I would love to hear your thoughts on these guilty pleasure movies, on whether you thought they bopped or they flopped. If you did not see any of these movies, I would love to hear what your top favorite guilty pleasure movie was. Day 2 of List Week is done. On Saturday, I'm dropping my video, the best horror movies of 2017. I can't wait to revisit these horror movies with you guys because there were so many good ones that were slept on too. Thank you so much again, you guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. I will see you guys at the movies.